Well, yes, I believe things are transforming when it comes to technology, and people are actually like, pivoting towards the buying process, when we look at it's the high ticket price mostly. So when it comes to tokenization and blockchain, how is that incorporating in Canadian real estate market?
So it has and it hasn't as well. Some real estate agents have been very, very friendly towards that approach, and some brokerages have been very friendly in being able to cater to those kinds of clients. Um, a lot of times they are usually fairly young, anywhere from their 20s to their 40s, because of their awareness of blockchain. And what they tend to do is they transfer tokens from their wallet to the brokerage's wallet. That's one approach that they've utilized in order to purchase homes. Now, there's certain issues around that I feel like is going to be troublesome, and which is why I stay away from it, is because of the volatility. I may be worth X today, but I may be worth either X plus or X minus tomorrow, and maybe even by the hour. So
Mm.
when I know that my net worth or my valuation is going to be so volatile that it changes every hour, it becomes a little more unpredictable. Some blockchain experts will argue that. They'll be like, no, I know what I'm doing. So I sell at the right time and I buy at the right time. But to me, that's more of a full-time job. When you have to do that level of investing, how do you focus on what you do for a living? So quite honestly, it's only people that are doing this full-time can actually manage to achieve, a net worth that just goes X plus and beyond every hour. I don't see that being sustainable specifically, which is why I stay away from that. But there are people that are very friendly towards that because they understand it better. I would say I'm a little ignorant when it comes to that stuff. I just feel like when things move that quick, it's one of those get rich schemes, and I stay away from get rich schemes, which is why real estate, in my opinion, is more of a healthier option. So if you are considering using your cryptocurrencies or Bitcoins or blockchains to transfer towards an asset class of real estate, that to me is a much more financially viable approach.
Right. So I believe that people have built platforms around the tokenization aspect. Even when we look at Pakistani market, there are a few companies who are working into this prop tech regime, and they are actually like
Right.
doing tokenization. So it's an evolving process, and few people are actually trying to be adjustable accordingly to it, and some
Right.
people are actually like looking around and trying to make their way. So when it comes to prop tech, what trends do you see in the coming years, 2023, 2024?
So initially, if you had asked me about a year and a half ago, I would have said there would be contactless sales where I would never have to meet someone in person, and they'll be comfortable with knowing that you're not meeting in person, and they'll buy. अगर मुझे पाकिस्तान में कोई बोले फोन पे के यार ये प्रॉपर्टी खरीदनी है, मैं कभी ना करूं, क्योंकि मैं देख के लूंगा। क्योंकि वहां पे जो प्रोटोकॉल सिस्टम है अराउंड कब्जाबाजी, कि आप जब तक खरीद लेते हो और लैंड पे जाते हो तो पता चलता है वहां तो किसी और ने फेंस लगा के फैक्ट्री चला रहा है, तो वो यहाँ होना मुश्किल होता है। क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो प्रोटोकॉल सिस्टम है, जो इनका ब्यूरोक्रेटिक सिस्टम है, paperwork has to be legitimate for any transaction to happen. I mean, I'm not saying there's no bad apples here. There's also bad apples over here as well. But I would have said, contactless sales would have been the way to go. But I've seen that also slowly fade away because people prefer interaction. People want to meet in person. People want, क्योंकि हर एक बंदे को मिल के बात करने में ज़्यादा comfort रहता है, especially when you're doing a transaction of that size. So when it comes to technology, I would say the biggest hurdle that we do see currently is the banking system. आप आज कोई भी घर लेने जाते हो, आपका खाली एक चेक बनवाना, ड्राफ्ट बनवाना, आप बैंक जाते हो, आपको एक $50,000 का ड्राफ्ट बनवाना है, वो ड्राफ्ट बनवाने में आपको 15 मिनट लग जाते हैं. I find that the most inconvenient thing in the world, where I have to go out of my way, go to a bank. That's 20 minutes of my time. Then I have to stand inside the bank for 15 minutes to get my draft. I just wasted half an hour for nothing. To do what? Just to get my money and use my money, which I haven't even used yet. So I feel like that is where cryptos and blockchain could potentially add value into your softwares or into your platforms of currency exchange, where if I have to transfer money for a particular transaction and I can do so with the click of a button, knowing that my money is not that volatile, I feel like that would be the way to go. And I have looked into that, where people have wallets that are not specifically designed towards purchasing cryptocurrencies, but just having a hold of cash. And people can transfer to a brokerage that also has the same. I feel like that is where tech could become a little more useful. And then simply around being able to have platforms such as purchasing online. So that's one of the things that I've seen people do. कि ID verification आपकी online हो जाए. That is a big asset. Where अगर आप आते हो as आतिफ कि मुझे घर खरीदना है, I don't know how legitimate you are. आपके पास ID है, ठीक है, ID fake ID तो हर जगह बन सकती है. But वो ID को verify करवा के एक software में डाल के आपको पता चल जाए at the click of a button that if this person is legitimate, does he have a criminal background, does he have a criminal history? That is also a big asset when it comes to prop tech. Other than that, I feel like there's a lot of tech that's already in place, such as the renderings, being able to showcase a product through a 3D walk tour. I've seen people do things like having a warehouse where they have staged a model through lighting, where they show a bedroom is this size and you're just walking around the whole warehouse knowing that this is your house. I think these are some very cool initiatives that are taking place within the space.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. How about your